I'd really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and do a little quick love reading before we get into an in-depth love reading for you. So what I have right here, we have sanctuary and then longing and desire. I feel like for sanctuary, it's the 26, so it breaks down to an 8, and then longing and desire is a 2. So I felt like you're wanting to have a connection that you feel good and comfortable in, where you can feel safe and secure, where you feel like there's not boundaries constantly being crossed, where you feel inspired and passionate, but safe, where things are, where somebody's offering you like full awareness. They're sharing the information with you. They're being honest. You don't have to question their motives all the time. I feel like I'm getting that smile now, cry later, where like everything looks good at the beginning, but then like slowly it kind of dies out. And you're waiting and like longing and wanting somebody that you can like, that where there's passion there, but it doesn't die out. Where there's passion there, but it's only for you. Where they're not offering everybody else their emotions, their cup, their body. I feel like you're wanting somebody that you can feel safe with, that the passion doesn't get boring, but it's also safe and reliable. It's inspired excitement, and you just want to be around this energy where things can grow, where it doesn't turn into all these difficult problems, where it continues to evolve instead of just plateauing at a certain point. And then your next level, you have the sweet surrenders, 28, breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1 and a 0. Sorry guys, I don't know if you're seeing my stuff all crazy. And then you have divine being, 16, breaks down to a 7. And then letting go, 19, breaks down to a 10 and a 0. So again, the front and the end is like beginnings and endings and beginnings. So you've surrendered to whatever this transition is for you. There's some sort of transition for sure. There's things you have to let go to step into your divine, whether you're male or female. To become the divine male or the divine feminine, you have to let go of the things that aren't serving you, the things that kind of make you feel like crazy inside, where you can't really make up your mind. You don't know if it's coming or going. You can't feel confident and stable in a situation. You feel like something's constantly running. You have to worry about, like you're just waiting for things, and you realize that like it's time for you to stand there and be treated like the royalty you are. It's time for people to wait on you. It's time for people to like do for you. I feel like you've been like trying to put in energy forward, but now you're starting to sit back and wait for things to come to you. I feel like you're surrendering to the process now, where you might have been fighting it before. Before, I felt like you're more focused on what you're wanting and what you didn't have. And now you're more focusing on what you want, but what you deserve. Instead of thinking like, I wish a relationship would come in. I don't have somebody to spend my nights with. I don't have somebody to do this with. Instead, you're like, I wish a relationship would come in. I know I'm abundant. I know I have a lot to offer. There's there's a difference in these energies. You've accepted it for what it is. And I feel like that's when you're going to start actually get where you want to go. It's been hard. It's been an ugly fight. There's been a lot of things that were deceptive. A lot of times you got like, you felt like you were fed to the pack. It's funny. There's that one song that's like, oh, feed me to the wolves. Now I'm the leader. Now I'm the pack of the leader. That's cool. So I felt like whatever this is that you just like, you've accepted it, and you're allowing yourself to just go with the flow. So then now the next level we have right here, we have uninhibited and released. 15 breaks down to a 6. So something wasn't working out, and it was realized that it wasn't working out, and it was finally let go. And then you have the path, Number 22 breaks down to a 4. Breaking free, 32 breaks down to a 5. And then finally you have inspiration, also number 5. So I felt like some of you had to use your passion and inspiration and intuition to find your way out of the fight, out of the difficult. For some of you, you had to use your intuition and your willpower in order to like recognize what was not intended for you, what was toxic in your environment, what you needed to move on from. I feel like for a lot of time, like people watched things being done to you and you just realized like who was on your team and who wasn't, who's there and who's not, who can you build with and who's just selfish, who's not mindful of what they're doing and their behavior and their approach. I feel like you're now, like you want to have a more mature path. Like you want to, like, you don't want things, like, you understand that sometimes things die and things have to be difficult in a period, but you want it to lead you somewhere. You don't always want it to have difficult times just to be difficult. You want to have a point to the situation. You want it to go somewhere. All right, we're going to pull some additional energy for those of you that are single and those of you in a relationship. Leo, my singles, Leo singles. All right, you have taking the plunge. Number 11 breaks down to a 2. And then 6, a loving gaze. 4, ideal romance. 15, uninhibited and released. And then 22, lover's secret. Okay, I like this for my Leo singles. For whoever this resonates with, I feel like for sure you're going to be like falling in love with somebody, but this is going to be a love that is healthy and nurturing, that makes you feel good. It's going to be something ideal for you. Whereas you used to have those experiences that weren't healthy for you, I feel like you're going to now be in a situation that's playful, that's fun, that's energetic. People are going to watch you in a way that they're going to wish they were you. They want a connection like that. Instead of watching you endure difficult times and like not saying anything or not sharing information, facts with you, whatever it is for you. Whatever deceptive energy being done behind your back and people are watching you in that way, that's no longer going to be taking place. It's going to be more from now on when people are watching you because you're in this kind of connection instead of a toxic connection. People are going to watch you and think like, dang, that's beautiful. I wish I had that. Okay, cool. You're going to feel balanced and loved and nurtured in this. Longing and desire, sweet surrender again. So I feel like you're going to surrender to like just whatever it is that you're going through, like being in the moment. You're going to be in the moment. And I feel like that's when you're going to see this person come in for you, for those of you that are single. And I feel like as soon as like that person comes in, I feel like things are going to kind of take off. Hold on. I don't like to take the pre-messages when I'm doing like oracle cards. So, all right. This is for my Leos who are partnered. Leos who are happily partnered. Leos happily. Oh, crap. Did you see that? Like the whole freaking deck. And I always feel like if it came out for a reason. So we're going to look at it. All right, we have 19. Comes out to 10, full intimacy. So you're happily connecting with your partner and your partner's open and connecting with you. 7, soft whispers. That's cute. 24, Standing love. So this is a long connection. It's a stable connection. Even if it hasn't been around for a long time, this is a reliable connection. Number 9, doubt and decision. So I feel like there's a lack of trust from time to time with you and your partner. 15, uninhibited and released. Some of you might be in a divorce, like this might be your second marriage. 3, or your partner. 3, a beautiful face. So your partner is very attractive. You or your partner is very attractive. You and or. 26, memories and remembrance. So this goes back for those of you that are happily connected. You've been in this relationship long enough to have like memories where you can say, remember when? I feel like you guys do that a lot. Remember when? 17, it breaks down to 8, erotic bliss. So you guys have a good, healthy sexual life. Number 13, the sweetest taboo. You guys are adventurous. You don't always have to stay in the box. We play outside sometimes. Take it as it resonates. 25, unrequited desire. So for some of you, your partner might be more interested in you than you are in them, and vice versa. But the next card is 5. That was 25. Breaks down to a 7. The next card is the 5, the game of love. I feel like you guys are like, I feel like this energy, like one moment one's not in. I feel like you guys playfully get each other involved. I don't feel like, I feel like there's just moments where each other gets tired, where somebody might get tired. But I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, this is a like sincere connection. You guys enjoy being with each other. You just play. You play sometimes. Like, it's fun playfulness. It's like, I feel like they watch you sometimes as you're getting ready. And they like play with you. Like, I feel like you guys tease each other sometimes. I feel like they're always dependable, though. Every time that you guys have had a difficult situation, they've always been there to have your back. And that makes the relationship strong. And like, that's what you value most about the connection, is that like every time that you've needed them, they've always been there. For those of you happily coupled. 27 breaks down to 9, body positive. So they make you feel really good about yourself. I don't feel like they nitpick you, or I feel like they build up your confidence more than they do anything else. I feel like they compliment you a lot about your appearance. And then 23, final card, jealousy and possessiveness. Okay, so this person, they love you. They want you and only you, and they want you to want only them. I like this connection, actually. For those of you that this resonates with, it looks to be a very deep connection that might have took a long way, or it was hard getting there. But I feel like now you guys are there. Like, you guys can rely on each other. You guys are playful. You guys, you still flirt. Like, even though you might have been together for a long time, you still flirt. And that's very important. I feel like your person's there for you, and you're there for them. They have your back when it counts. I feel like when people, there's not deceptive energy here. Like, even when times come, like, you guys handle it together, and that helps it to pass quickly. I like this energy. Let's see what's at the bottom. Seeking pleasure, 14, breaks down to a 5. So you guys, I feel like you guys really have a healthy sexual love life. I feel like your relationship is very healthy in multiple ways. I feel like just the biggest issues you guys might have is when somebody's had a long day and they need that space. And then it kind of causes, is everything okay? But they just need a space for a moment. Or they're like, obviously you're not going to agree 100% of the time. But I feel like there's like, if that reading resonated with you, I feel like you and your partner are happily connected, and there's not much that you argue about, if anything at all. I feel like the connection's very solid. For those who are in unhappy connections, you have 27, body positivity or body positive. 13, the sweetest taboo. 10, the warrior of love. 2, longing and desire. For those of you who are in unhappy connections, I feel like you stay with them a lot for the image. The relationship is maintained for the image. I feel like you guys have good sex, and that might be why you kind of stay in the connection. But I feel like there's a lot of love or a lot of fight for the love. The warrior of love, like there's arguing and fighting all the time. I feel like even when there's not necessary, like there's not a need to, there's still fighting. And then longing and desire. I feel like some you or your partner might withhold sex as like a arguing tool, a fighting tool. I feel like there's not a lot of sincere conversations. I feel like there's some unclarity, some deceit. It seems like there's a lot of fighting and good sex in this connection. Bottom of the deck, love secret. Some of you, there might be a third party involved in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Let's put these aside. And we're going to just get into your cross. Hold on. Leo, love reading. Leo's love reading. All right, this will be our final shuffle. 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups. A lot of you guys have some opportunities, or there might be this. Okay. For some of you, if you're single, you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of people flirting with you, a lot of people presenting you with date options. I feel like for some of you, you're really happy in the connection that you're in. I feel like it's been a long-term connection. I don't feel like you would be here for a love reading. I don't feel like you're like having concerns about your relationship at this point. Okay, final shuffle for Leo. Sorry, Spirit said one more. Leo. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, the Chariot with the 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Take it as this resonates for some of you. Somebody might have came in quickly and told you that somebody has been cheating. I feel like there's been like somebody has been doing something out of passion, and there's some quick movement that caused somebody to be disappointed and sad, and somebody's being sneaky and shady and doing shit behind the scenes, and it's impacting somebody's confidence. But you know that if that resonates with you, you already know that. You already have an intuition about that. All right, Leo. All right, this will be our final shuffle. Leo. Leo. Bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Cups, which was also in the pre-shuffle. So I feel like right now you might be feeling disappointed. You might not, whoever this reading is for, you're not happy with a connection, or a connection that's being offered, or the lack of a connection. Your current energy, you have the 10 of Swords crossed by the 5 of Swords. So your current energy, you're tired of something. You've thought as much as you could about it. You don't want to think about it no more. You don't want to be hurt anymore with the situation. You don't want to have these experiences anymore. I feel like there's been a lot of arguing around you. Okay, so it looks like we're talking about the unhealthy connection, but no worries, Leo, you're heading into something much better. This reading is for whoever is experiencing toxic energy and they don't want to deal with it no more. There's a lot of lies and deceit. There's a lot of self-sabotage going on in this situation. At a soul level, you have the 10 of Cups. So at a soul level, you want to have a connection that you can feel secure and stable in. At a soul level, I feel like some of you have somebody in mind that you connect this feeling towards. But it's not, this person isn't with you yet. In your recent past, you have the 2 of Cups. So you've had an experience of being in a connection in the past where it felt good, where it feels healthy. And that's not what you're experiencing right now. And I feel like you keep on thinking about how it used to be when you had what you had. Is it possible to have that again? Like you missed something. And at a soul level, you're trying to bring that in. You're trying to manifest a connection that is healthy, that has a good bond, that is able to like go, move forward, that's solid and reliable. Where somebody can like give you compliments and you don't have to fish for them. You have what's crowning you, you have the 4 of Cups. So you might be thinking about like, if you're not enough for a connection, does this person not care about me like I care about them? Do they not want me like I want them? Is my person ever going to come in? What else do I need to do? Your future energy, you have the World card. So this speaks about some sort of change, some sort of transition. Things are moving along for the better. I feel like in your near future, there's going to be some sort of transition that happens from, there's going to be something that happens that causes you to be happy and excited. I feel like somebody's going to come in. For those of you that are single, you might have somebody coming in, and that might be what makes you excited. And you might be, for some of you, you're going to be moving. For some of you, you might move across the world, across the country, across the state. But there's definitely some sort of growth and potential in the near future where you're going to see things improving. Things are like turning around for the better. How you see yourself is the Death card. So you know that something needs to end or something has ended. You know that you're in the middle of a transition right now. How other people see you, you have the 4 of Wands. So for some of you, somebody sees you as being the person that they want to commit to, but they haven't made themselves aware yet. Or they haven't made their presence known. They haven't made you aware yet. For some of you, this might be a very new connection, and you're not putting much weight into it, but this person sees you as being their long-term partner. Your hopes and/or fears, you had the Queen of Wands. So you're hoping to have something that you're confident and passionate about. For some of you, you might be waiting to feel like more stable in a situation again. You're hoping to like become yourself again. Instead of being disappointed, you're hoping to like be happy again and motivated and inspired and use your tuition instead of wondering of what's being deceitful, like who's lying, what are they lying about. Final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the King of Cups. So this speaks about a forward movement towards something that you're emotional about or that's emotional towards you. With the moon in the background right here, I don't feel like you're knowing this or expecting this to come in. I don't feel like you're aware of this yet. But it's something that calls to you at a soul level. Yeah, this energy at a soul level, how you're wanting this happy family, happy love, life, everything. At a soul level, it calls to you and it's here in your near future. And your final outcome, should things remain the same. So I feel like whatever you're learning and growing and making sure that you feel more stable and connected in, I feel like it's on its way, Leo. congratulations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day. Until next time, sending you lots of love and light. Be kind to yourself and others.